JT, how do you feel like the deep ball progressed this spring? I know that was something you guys put a big emphasis on.
Yeah, it went very well. I think before we were just, just kept shooting them, and we weren't necessarily making them at first, but then with Coach Smith and Coach Day, just really finding landmarks for those throws to the field and to the boundary, so receivers understand where it's going to hit at, and then also, too, those guys just run hard and beating their guys downfield because our defense plays man across the board. So as it got towards the end, I think we did a really good job of completing the ball.
What did you make of the performance, not only from you, but from Joe and Dwayne, and I guess Tate got a snap or two, but what did you just make of the quarterbacks today in their performance?
Yeah, I think one of the main things that we talk about now is just make sure when you're in there that you control what you can, and just be poised when things tend to break down. And we didn't have like meltdowns out there because I think each quarterback did a good job of being poised in their time that they had, and just made great decisions.
What's your focus, you and the other guys in the offense, for this summer now that the spring's in the past and moving forward?
Now it's the time where we really get to the summer training, so we're working on speed work, but also when it comes to the passing game, I think this is when you polish up those little details, whether it be, I remember, for example, me and Noah last year, we worked on back shoulder fades all the time, and then it came up in the game several times, whether it be Oklahoma or it came up against Wisconsin overtime. So those are the little things that you work on, red zone timing, because that's when you really have time for that, but also, too, that's the little details that you need, especially in the red zone area.
What was your impression of the receivers today? Johnny had a couple of nice plays, and Ben Victor looked fast on a screen. What you see from them?
Yeah, so our receivers, just great dudes. We always have good dudes in the room, but continue to work hard, and then also too. Now I think we're to the point where we have older guys in that room now, just understanding what we're trying to do offensively. I think a lot of times, receivers maybe other places, even here at some point, it was just like I have my route. I see the coverage and then that's it. But now really understanding what we're trying to do on offense with certain plays and who's going to get open and be able to help those guys. Help each other in that room, not just just me getting the ball.
Specific to Johnny, what stood out to you about him?
With him, I think one of the main things is being able to catch the ball over the shoulder. He was always a fast guy. He beats him off the line. But with him being able to catch the ball over the shoulder, and then after the catch, he made some pretty good plays after catching the ball. So I think that's part of his game. Once he gets the ball, he's dangerous in that way because of his speed.
JT, it looked like you found Harris and AJ early a little bit today. Are those examples of guys who can maybe come forward a little bit this year?
Absolutely. I think something really good for us is with Coach Wilson coming in and Coach Day being able to utilize tight end. Tight end is a very crucial position in the offense because when you think about it, if you're bad at tight end, it hurts you in the run game and the pass game. But to have really good tight end helps either way because you can have safety isolations when they play man and then in the run game too, to be able to ram it in there on the end. So with that, they have been definitely coming along this past spring, and then also Paris too. Paris has kind of worked the position like Curtis did last year a little bit. We haven't got him in the backfield as much. He's been strictly at H. He was in there for a little bit. That was just trying to get a matchup, but I think as we get going, be able to use him like we kind of did Curtis.
JT, you got a couple of months now between now and the start of fall camp. I'm just wondering, what's next? Like, what do you want to accomplish between you and the offense and the receivers between now and the start of fall camp?
Yeah, so just keep on progressing. I think this is probably the best spring I had to our accuracy and being able to get our offense in the best plays. So with that, make sure I keep on enhancing that. And then, like I said earlier, just the little details in pass plays, especially in the red zone, being able to get on the same page with the guys like Johnny, Paris, Ben Victor, and also the tight end as far as the ideas and the type of throws that are down there in that red area, because that's when we got to score touchdowns. So those are the little things that we're going to take into the summer and make sure we get really good at that.
Things are different now than last year at this time, obviously, because you got new offensive coordinator and Coach Day. Is it do you feel better about things, or is it just like how, in that regard, working with them, like did you feel like you got what you needed to get out of the spring, getting to know both of those guys and working with them?
Yeah, so I mean, we talk about our offensive goals, things to get better at. So we talk about pass protection, deep ball, and also finishing cross face. So make sure we finish blocks, finish runs, things like that. So I think in those areas, we definitely gotten better. Pass pro, we're coming along, we've gotten better in that area. Deep ball, we're coming along, getting better. And the same thing with finish, coming along, getting better. So with that, we got to make sure that we are just, competitively excellent at those things. So we're talking about being competitively excellent. So with that, we got to keep on pushing and striving to make sure that when it comes to game time that everybody is on the same page and we get those three things accomplished. And I think we're on the right path for that. But to say we're competitively excellent and go in the game for that, well, not yet. But we got time for that. We're not playing tomorrow, So right. I think those things. I'm comfortable saying that we've definitely gotten better in those areas.